This is the baby's room, and they are all sleeping warm.
It's a beautiful morning in Ngong, and the little ones once again rise to face the day.
Queen.
Queen Elizabeth, the youngest of them all, gets up and prepares for the daily morning rituals. A thank you prayer before breakfast. A privilege for many of them, yet they may never know the effort it has taken to have the 148 of them housed here.
Bye.
Queen is off to school, looking into a future that looks brighter than the one she left behind when her teenage mother was abused and she came forth. As they leave, it is not lost on the older ones at the shelter children's home in Ngong that many of them have varied stories to tell about their lives. Perhaps the key one being the one that starts like this. Once upon a time, there was a children's home in Kayole.
Kwanza kukuliwa na kunguni. Tulikuliwa, like mimi nakumbuka I had rashes all over. Mpaka we used to stay naked kwa sababu you need to like kujikuna kuna. Na alafu unajua ukikuliwa na kunguni hizo mavidonda they don't want jotos.
She has given us all the love, you know, like she has always been there. Like when we are looking for a job, she's always there. She tells everybody, my daughter is looking for a job, please give her a job. My son is looking for this, please give him a job. She's always there for us. She always prays the whole night. She prays, she mentions our name. She always wants the best for us.
The testimony of her daughter was for the last 15 years found her home at the shelter children's home. And for all that it is today, it was once a grandmother's dream to provide for the less advantaged women and children of Kayole. And on her deathbed, she made a wish to a granddaughter.
When she saw me, she said, I've been waiting for you. And I said, what did you want? I know I am going. But one thing I want to tell you is that I don't want you to kill the children project. And I was like, grandmother, don't tell me this is your idea. I don't know it. And she was dead. So according to my Kikuyu tradition, if somebody leaves a word, you have to live by it.
Pressed by the needs of the home, it wasn't long before she left the comfort of her accounting job at the University of Nairobi and embarked on making her grandmother's dream come true.
And we love them very much. So they will refer to everybody here, mom, auntie, so-and-so, and they feel like this is a family with one mother, but with many children. Just like people get 10, I got 148.
Nurturing a dream takes more than the promise of hope that all will be well. For Shelter Children's Home, it has meant a lot of things, including the realization that charitable organizations are big consumers.
We've come up with a number of income-generating activities because luckily we have a big farm and we can do a dairy project, a big one. We can do vegetable farming, which we are doing already. We are keeping bees. We are trying to make money on our own. So we are now telling people, as you sponsor our kids, as you buy for us blankets and mattresses, help us buy a cow, help us do our farming, or even help us do the kienyeji project.
And that's not all. The children have the benefit of taking milk from the cows that are bred here. While raising funds through farming is one avenue that the home has utilized, the rising education bill for the children, especially those in secondary school and colleges, remains a huge financial burden.
Our education bill is too much, about 8 million every year for the children, because we have 60 kids in boarding schools, we have the kids here, and we have kids in colleges and universities. We have 15 kids in universities. Daystar, Catholic University, Kenya Methodist, University of Nairobi, JKUAT. So we are spread in terms of education. Because for us as an organization, we would rather package them with quality education so that we know tomorrow we will find lawyers there, we find doctors, and we are going to find people doing HR. So because of that, our education budget has been on the rise. as we take them to the university. But we thank God that out of that, kids still go. You find sometimes they are sent back home for school fees. Sometimes, the teachers are quarreling out there and we are telling them, hold on, we are raising money.
It is often said that the joy of every mother is to see her children grow into responsible grown-ups. For Mary, her joy is to see some of the children she has nurtured venture into the outside world and become responsible citizens.
I did tour guiding in the year 2006. I started working, so I had to leave this place. So I have my own house in Ngong. And I met this guy and I said, now I want to start my own family.
If only this story ended with a happy ending, one that goes like this, and they lived happily ever after, then all would be fine. But unfortunately, there is the whole begging question about the plight of thousands of children living in abject poverty in this country, and the long history of society evading to deal with this reality that continues to have a devastating effect on those who find themselves on the receiving end of the stick of poverty. To those who choose to do something about it, the challenges that dog their success cannot be ignored. Maryanne Wambui chose to do something, and from the 148 children she has raised is a hotelier who, besides a frantic search for a job, has a dedication for Mama.
Mama, I love you, the woman I've become. Oh.
For Citizen Weekend, I'm Anne Mawathe.